Respected viewers, dear family of dreamers, what if I told you that somewhere between the silence of your doubts and the noise of the world's distractions, your financial destiny is quietly being decided, not by luck, not by timing, but by a truth so simple, so overlooked, that most people spend their entire lives chasing wealth without ever understanding it. There is a moment, a very small, almost invisible moment, when a person either becomes wealthy or stays where they are forever. And the strange thing is, no one announces it, no one warns you. It just passes, like time itself. And those who recognize it rise slowly, quietly, but powerfully. Beloved listeners, today we are not just talking about crypto. We are not talking about quick profits or lucky trades. We are talking about something far deeper, something most people will never understand, even if they spend years in the market. The hidden secret of those who quietly build wealth while the world keeps chasing noise. I have seen people, hardworking, honest, full of dreams, wake up every morning with hope and go to sleep every night with worry. They save a little, they spend a little, they try to invest, but fear always whispers, what if you lose it all? And so, they wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect price, the perfect opportunity. But time does not wait. And slowly, without realizing, their greatest asset, their time, slips away. You see, the truth is not that people don't want to succeed. The truth is, most people are afraid to begin, afraid of losing money, afraid of being wrong, afraid of looking foolish, and this fear, this silent, invisible fear, becomes more expensive than any loss they could ever face. I remember a young man once. He had just enough savings, not much, but enough to start something. He spent months studying, watching videos, reading articles, learning about crypto. Every day, he told himself, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And one day, the opportunity he was waiting for had already passed. Not because he wasn't smart, not because he didn't understand, but because he was waiting. Dear viewers, this is the first hidden truth. Wealth does not reward those who wait forever. It rewards those who move with patience, but with courage. Now let me tell you something deeper. Something most people misunderstand about crypto. They believe the secret is in finding the next big coin. They believe it is about timing the market perfectly. They believe it is about quick gains, fast profits, overnight success. But those who truly build wealth think differently. They are not chasing coins. They are building discipline. They are not reacting to noise. They are controlling emotion. Because in this world, whether it is crypto, stocks, or any investment, the greatest enemy is not the market. It is your own mind. I have seen people make money and lose it just as quickly, not because the opportunity disappeared, but because their discipline did. They panic when prices fall. They become greedy when prices rise. And in this cycle, they remain trapped. But the ones who succeed, the quiet ones, they do something very different. They accept one simple truth, that wealth is not built in moments of excitement. It is built in moments of patience. They understand that the market will rise and fall, but their behavior must remain steady. This is not easy, because everything around you will try to pull you away from this path. Friends will talk about quick profits. Social media will show overnight success stories. Fear will whisper when things go down. And, in those moments, your true character is revealed. There was a time when even experienced investors made mistakes. They followed trends. They chased hype. They believed stories without understanding reality. And they paid the price. But those losses were not failures. They were lessons, expensive lessons, but necessary ones. Because every loss teaches something the world cannot. It teaches patience. It teaches humility. It teaches discipline. And slowly, those who learn begin to change. They stop asking, "How fast can I make money?" And they start asking, "How can I keep it and grow it wisely?" This shift is everything. Because the hidden secret of crypto millionaires is not what they buy, it is how they think. They think long term. While others chase days, they think in years. While others panic, they remain calm. While others quit, they continue. Quietly, consistently. You see, building wealth is not exciting. It is often boring, repetitive, slow, and that is exactly why most people fail. They are looking for excitement. But wealth rewards discipline. There is something else, something even deeper. Many people come from backgrounds where money was always scarce, where every expense had to be calculated, where every mistake felt heavy. And this creates a mindset of fear, even when opportunity appears. The mind says, "What if I lose everything?" And so, they hold back. But here is the truth. You cannot build abundance with a mindset of scarcity. At some point, you must learn to trust. Not blindly, but wisely. You must learn to take small steps, to invest not just money, but belief. Because without belief, no strategy, no market, no opportunity can save you. And this is where the real journey begins, not in charts, not in coins, but within yourself. Because the moment you control your emotions, the moment you stop reacting, the moment you commit to a long-term path, you separate yourself from the crowd, and quietly, almost invisibly, you begin to move toward a different future. A future built not on luck, but on discipline, patience, and purpose. And this journey, dear viewers, is not easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments when nothing seems to work, moments when progress feels invisible. And in those moments, most people quit. But a few, just a few, they stay. They continue. They trust the process, even when results are not visible. And that is where everything begins to change. Because there comes a point in this quiet journey where the noise of the world fades and something inside you becomes stronger than fear. Not excitement, not greed, but a calm, steady conviction. And this is where most people misunderstand the path of wealth. They think success will feel like a rush, like a sudden explosion of results. But in truth, it feels like silence. It feels like doing the same disciplined actions again and again, without applause, without validation, without immediate reward. Dear family of dreamers, the second hidden truth is this. The people who build real wealth learn to work in silence. They learn to plant seeds and walk away, trusting that time will do its work. You see, in crypto, just like in life, there are seasons. There are seasons of excitement when everything rises, and there are seasons of doubt when everything falls. Most people only stay during the excitement, but the wise stay through both because they understand that true growth happens in the unseen moments, when the market is quiet, when nobody is talking about profits, when your portfolio is not growing. Those are the moments where your patience is being tested, and patience is not just waiting, it is waiting. Without losing your discipline, it is continuing and without needing immediate proof. I have seen individuals who invested small amounts, consistently, month after month. No headlines, no big announcements, no dramatic moves, just quiet consistency, and years later, while others were still searching for the next big thing, they had already built something meaningful, not because they were lucky, but because they were steady. This is the part most people never see: the silent sacrifices, the moments when you choose not to spend, the moments when you choose to invest instead, the moments when you say no to short-term pleasure for long-term peace. These decisions feel small in the moment, but over time, they shape your entire life. There is a kind of strength in delaying gratification, a quiet power in saying, I will not rush, I will not chase, I will build, slowly, wisely. And this mindset separates those who create wealth from those who chase it, because chasing is emotional, but building is intentional, and intention requires clarity. You must know why you are doing this. Is it just for money, or is it for freedom, for peace, for the ability to live life on your own terms? Because when your purpose is clear, your patience becomes stronger, your discipline becomes easier, and your decisions become wiser. There will still be moments when doubt creeps in, moments when you question everything. Is this working? Am I wasting my time? Should I just quit? And in those moments, you will not find answers outside. You will find them within, in the quiet belief that you are on the right path, even if the results are not visible yet, even if the world does not understand, even if nobody is watching. Because the truth is, the most important work is always invisible. Roots grow before trees appear. Discipline builds before wealth shows. Character forms before success arrives. And those who understand this stop seeking validation. They stop comparing. They stop rushing. And instead, they focus on becoming the kind of person who can handle wealth, who can keep it, who can grow it responsibly. Because making money is one thing, keeping it is another, and growing it over time, that requires a completely different mindset. This is why many people experience temporary success, but very few experience lasting wealth. Because lasting wealth is built on habits, not hype, on consistency, not excitement, on patience, not pressure. And here is something even deeper. When you begin this journey, you may feel alone, because not everyone around you will understand your decisions. Some will question you, some will doubt you, some will even discourage you, but remember, they are not seeing your vision, they are only seeing your present, and your present does not yet reflect your future. So you must learn to trust your path, even when it is quiet, even when it is slow, even when it feels uncertain, because uncertainty is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are growing, that you are stepping beyond comfort, that you are becoming something more. And as you continue, day by day, making small, consistent decisions, something begins to shift, not outside, but inside. Your fear becomes smaller, your patience becomes stronger, your vision becomes clearer, and slowly you realize that the real transformation was never just about money, it was about who you had to become, to earn it, to keep it, and to use it wisely. And when this realization settles within you, you stop chasing outcomes, and you start trusting the process completely. And when trust replaces fear, something remarkable begins to unfold, not suddenly, not dramatically, but gently, like the sunrise. A quiet confidence begins to live within you. You no longer feel the urge to check prices every hour. You no longer react to every headline. You no longer feel shaken by every rise and fall. Because now, you understand something most people never will. That wealth is not built in the market. It is built in the mind. Beloved listeners, the final hidden truth is perhaps the most powerful of all. Crypto is only a vehicle. It is not the destination. The real journey has always been internal. It was never about finding the perfect coin. It was about becoming the kind of person who can recognize value, who can stay patient, who can act wisely, even when emotions are loud. And when you reach this stage, something shifts forever. You stop feeling desperate. You stop feeling like you are missing out. You stop comparing your journey with others, because now you see clearly that every person's path is different. Some rise fast and fall faster. Others grow slowly, but stand strong. And you choose strength. You choose consistency. You choose peace. There is a certain calm that comes when you stop chasing quick wins. A calm that cannot be bought. A calm that comes from knowing, I am building something real, something lasting. And in that calm, your decisions improve. You invest with clarity, not confusion. You hold with conviction, not fear. You exit with wisdom, not panic. And slowly, the results begin to follow. Not because you forced them, but because you became aligned with patience, aligned with discipline, aligned with time. And time, dear viewers, is the greatest ally of those who understand it, while others fight against it. Trying to rush, trying to force outcomes, you learn to walk with it, step by step, day by day, quietly, consistently. There is no need to prove anything, no need to show the world, because the real reward is not in showing wealth. It is in feeling secure. It is in having choices. It is in waking up without the weight of financial fear. And this is where true success lives. Not in numbers on a screen, but in the freedom those numbers create. The freedom to think clearly. The freedom to act wisely. The freedom to live without constant worry. And when you reach this place, you begin to see money differently. Not as something to chase, but as something to manage, to grow, to respect. Because money, when handled with wisdom, becomes a tool for stability, a tool for opportunity, a tool for creating a life that reflects your values. And now, as you sit here, listening, reflecting, ask yourself, are you chasing the market, or are you building yourself? Because one will exhaust you, and the other will transform you. The hidden secret was never hidden. It was simply ignored. Ignored by those who wanted speed over substance. Ignored by those who chose excitement over discipline. Ignored by those who were not willing to wait. But you have seen it now. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You understand that true wealth is a reflection of patience, of character, of consistency, and most importantly, of inner peace. Then listen closely, and let this settle not just in your mind, but deep within your heart. Because everything we have shared, every lesson, every struggle, every quiet truth, leads to one simple realization. Wealth is not something you chase. It is something you become ready for. Dear family of dreamers, many spend their lives running after opportunities, jumping from one idea to another, hoping that one day something will finally work. But the wise walk a different path. They slow down, they observe, they prepare themselves, because they understand that when the right opportunity comes, it does not ask if you are excited. It asks if you are ready. Ready with patience. Ready with discipline. Ready with emotional control. And most importantly, ready with a calm mind. This is the difference between those who briefly touch success and those who hold it, grow it, and protect it. You see, crypto, markets, investments, they will always change. Prices will rise and fall. Trends will come and go. But the principles, patience, discipline, long-term vision, these never change, and those who anchor themselves in these principles find something far greater than money. They find stability, they find clarity, they find peace. And when you have peace, money no longer controls you. You begin to control it. You begin to use it with wisdom, not for ego, not for show, but for purpose, to create a life that feels meaningful, to support those you love, to give yourself the freedom to choose your path. And perhaps, and the most beautiful part of this journey is this: you no longer feel rushed. You no longer feel behind, because you realize that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should, step by step, lesson by lesson, moment by moment, and even your past struggles, the fear, the mistakes, the missed opportunities, they were not losses, they were preparation. Preparation for the person you are becoming, a person who no longer reacts, but responds, who no longer chases, but builds, who no longer fears uncertainty, but embraces it with quiet confidence. So as you move forward from here, do not look for shortcuts. Do not look for secrets, because the greatest secret has already been revealed to you. Become patient, become disciplined, become consistent, and let time do what it has always done. Reward those who respect it. And one day, without noise, without announcement, you will look back and realize that everything you were searching for was not in the market. It was within you, and in that realization, you will not just find wealth, you will find something far more valuable: a calm mind, a steady heart, and a life built with purpose, wisdom, and quiet abundance.